Hello everyone. I'm here today specifically to talk to you about my hair growth journey. As mentioned before, this ponytail is unfortunately not part of my hair. I have unfortunately not been blessed with very thick hair. I have very fine, thin hair. I am hitting those perimenopausal stages, so I am getting hair loss in the temple area, up in this area here, you can see quite a bit. I had some extensions recently that did actually tear out some hair, so we're working on getting some regrowth. But then surprisingly, I do have actually a lot of hair missing from underneath. So, how to best maximize hair growth? Because for the past few years, I've gone to my doctors, I've done compounded serums and things of this nature, finasteride, whatnot. Nothing has really helped, even using, minoxidil, whatnot. And I took vitamins and supplements and nothing was helping my hair grow. Well, between last month and this month, we've made some big changes. And my hairdresser, Julianne Marotta, let me tell you, she's absolutely fantastic. She even told me it was difficult to do my weave this past time because of how much hair growth there was all over my head. Not just the temples, it was everywhere. So let me share with you what I am doing. We will get into more specifics because you have to be careful on how you layer this routine, but I will share with you all the products that I am using. First, we start with the new Derma wand. The new Derma comes with a brush attachment. I will show you how to use this in another video. But this actually does play a key role in the hair growth. I love this though because it has such a huge benefit for my skincare routine that it doubles for both. So it's a fantastic investment. The next device that I use on my hair is a gift from my mom about 10-15 years ago, is the Hair Max hairband. They do not make this one anymore. It's one of the first, before lasers became big kind of thing. But I am very lucky to have it. Hair Max, I will say, the hair bands, especially for people who are in the perimenopausal phase, where you're starting to get this front hair loss up in this area, these hair bands are fantastic for being able to treat right in this area. Hair Max also makes a brush that is fantastic for being able to spot treat areas specifically where the helmets get a little bit more for all over coverage, especially for men. Also, what's great about the Hair Max hairbands, the teeth, the combs. They actually part your hair so that the lasers can get through to your scalp. And for women, I find this at least a little bit more reassuring for me that it's doing the job that it should be doing. Now, for the next bigger steps, this is where we start getting into our bit more heavy hitters. I started doing microneedling. Now, microneedling, there's various different types. Stay away from the rollers. Those will tear your hair. I opted to go with Dr. Penn's Bio Needle. It has adjustable variations. And again, I will do a demonstration video on how to use the Bio Needle and what depths to be able to use, because you need to use different depths at your temples than you can actually use at your crown and all over your head. This has made a tremendous difference in my hair growth and being able to absorb the topical products that I put on. As mentioned in my previous video, I take absolutely no supplements at this time. Currently, for my own health reasons, I am not taking anything internally besides my own healthy diet. So no supplements, no biotin, no secret formulas going into my digestive system. This is all topical. Any DHT blockers, all topical. So this is very important because, again, this is where our heavy hitters come in. Now, I opted to go with a dutasteride combo. This is a compounded cocktail that you can get through your pharmacy. You do usually need a prescription for it. There are some online reputable places that I can refer you to that do compound these things, but I do suggest going to your doctor and asking for something like finasteride or dutasteride. I chose dutasteride for myself just because of my own situation. I used finasteride before, but this is 5% minoxidil, 5% minoxidil, 0.1% dutasteride, and 0.025% retin-A. Instead of using the dropper, I actually have transferred it into a spray bottle. Now, because this is a little pricier, I only use this concoction right here in my temple areas and then going straight back down the scalp to the crown. Everywhere else, I use this nice little Amazon product. It's another just generic 5% minoxidil, and that I will use all over. Now, I use the compounded pharmacy one only at night. I use this one both morning and night. Now, that said, in the mornings, I will also use the Ordinary. This is great for your temples. It does help for regrowth. This is not one of the heavy hitters, but it is something that is, a cosmetic enhancement if you would like. And then the Marie is fantastic for doing more of the scalp area. Again, these are not heavy hitters, either of these, but they do make a nice cosmetic enhancement. Now on to the washing. We have our ketoconazole shampoo. Again, this is a prescription. It is a compounded product. You want to get this from your dermatologist or your doctor. They will be able to I use a 2% ketoconazole solution for my shampoo. I'm sure your doctors will give you the proper recommendation for what you need, but this is what I am using. In between, I try to use the ketoconazole on 2 to 3 nights, and I do try to do my showers in the evening. One, because if I do use either of these hair serums, I don't want to be sleeping on these. I don't want them rubbing off on my pillow. I don't want them affecting my complexion. So I do shower at night. For a variety of reasons, but my in-between nights, I used to like to use this Bondi Boost shampoo. It's great. It's very, very light. It's wonderful for hair growth. I've had fantastic results with this, and it's really fantastic for even giving me a little bit more volume when I have not much volume to work with. That said, I do need a little bit of conditioner, very, very little, never anything up here. You don't want to get it on the scalp at all. So everywhere from basically your ears down. If you have thin hair like mine, fine thin hair, this is the one you want. By Kerastase, it's the Genesis. I've been very happy with it. I will tell you once a week, because I am blonde and I have color treated hair, I will use my Olaplex midweek numbers 4 and 5. That is a shampoo and conditioner combination. I usually do that on a Wednesday because I do my microneedling on a Sunday, my main microneedling all over, meaning temples and all of my head. My temples, I will do microneedling on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings, just a slight microneedling up in this area. I will have a demonstration video coming out on that as well. But again, those are just for the off nights. Because I'm using minoxidil and I am using those topicals that I'm spraying on, you will get buildup. If you do not remove that buildup, your regular shampoo will not do that. Your minoxidil and your topicals will stop having as big of an effect. So you need to do something that is an exfoliant. I personally like the Inky. It's a glycolic acid exfoliating scalp scrub. What's really nice about this, you put it on before you get in the shower. You just take it and you put it on your dry scalp, you massage it all in, and you want to let it sit there for about 10 minutes before you even turn the water on. So that is fantastic, especially for us in California who really want to keep those showers short because our water costs so much. So again, you want to use that once a week, and I usually do it. The one time I will shower in the morning is Saturday morning before the microneedling, because I do my microneedling on Sunday night. So I want to use the Inky as early in the day as possible on Saturday to be able to get a nice exfoliation in there before doing my microneedling the next night. Skip your topicals after you do the inky, only because, again, you want a clean scalp for the night micro needling the next night. So you will do your shampoo and then the micro needling and get on with the rest of the routine. Again, we will go through the schedule in depth as I walk you through the entire process, but I did want to share with you today what I am using to be able to get this fantastic hair growth. And I know that my hairdresser will tell you she experienced it herself, that she saw for the first time ever unbelievable growth for my hair. I look forward to sharing more of this journey with you. And remember, you too can be in your 40s. You could be flirty and fun. You could be fabulous. And you could do it all while being frugal.